Good morning, fish keepers. New guy here. I'm Phil with Durango Aquatics. Today, I want to talk about the nitrogen cycle. So if you'd like to learn a little bit more about it, stick around. This will be a two-part video. Part one will be what is the nitrogen cycle as it applies to an aquarium. Part two will be how do we manage the nitrogen cycle in the aquarium. The nitrogen cycle is made up of three parts. You have ammonia, which are converted into nitrites, which are converted into nitrates. Now the first thing that you have to understand is that all the ammonia that builds up in your aquarium is put there by you, the aquarist, in the form of food. Okay? So what I mean by that is that food either gets eaten, gets converted into fish poop, and then decomposes in the aquarium and turns into ammonia. Secondly, dying leaves or dying plants in your aquarium will also do the same thing. So just understand that you've put everything in there that causes ammonia. Now in part two, I will explain why this is important. So the first thing that happens is that you have a spike in ammonia. Ammonia, which is very, very toxic to fish, essentially burns their gills and interrupts the fish's ability to extract oxygen from the water, effectively making it suffocate, so it dies. But luckily, there are beneficial bacteria that break the ammonia down into something called nitrites. Now, nitrites are still toxic to fish, but not near as toxic as ammonia is. So, there are other bacteria that break down these toxins, nitrites, into nitrates, which are generally harmless to fish in the levels that we normally encounter in our aquarium. I'd like to pause briefly and do what pretty much every YouTuber does, and that's to beg for subscribers. Every YouTuber needs subscribers, and of course I'm no different. Subscribing tells YouTube that you like this kind of content, as well as notifying you as new videos become available. Please subscribe. In summary, all you really need to know is that fish waste, fish poop, uneaten food, dying plants, all this as it decomposes creates ammonia. Bacteria, beneficial bacteria, come in, break that down into nitrites. Nitrites are a bit less toxic than ammonia. Other bacteria come in and break nitrites down into nitrates, which are harmless to fish in most of the levels in the aquarium that we see. Thank you for watching. Please be on the lookout for number 2 video in this series where I delve into how do we manage the nitrogen cycle. As always, keep on fish keeping.